I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass. I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass. I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
What? Did you hear that, America? Did you hear that? According to the President of the United States, if you support the party of morality, he ought to put his hands all over your ass.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
So, a man from the party of the jackass wants to smack ass, while his son is a crack ass, or crackhead. They don't know the difference between the head of their ass or their elbow, a man or a woman, peaceful protest, violent insurrection. They can't tell the difference. They have everything literally ass backwards. I don't know. Do you correct this the way you would one of those 13-inch screen black and white TVs back in the day when you're trying to catch the Yankee game? What do you do with something like that? I don't know. But this is the latest ass gaff from Joe Biden and company. And how are they walking this back? They're just not in it anymore. They've given up. They've given up on this. So Joe Biden's over there gritting his teeth at the podium, talking about putting his hands all over men's asses. And wow. Just wow. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, I thought 2020 was bad. I thought 2016 was bad. Wow. They're just like... And there are people out there that believe that this unhinged portion of society is okay to run the country. This unhinged portion of society, there are members of the voting public that believe are okay with handing the country over to and letting continue to run this country. And yeah, we could laugh at how buffoonish they are at the podium, and it is kind of funny and all that, blah, 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 blah. But there is an innocent squirrel in New York that is now dead because of the Democrats. And that's just an innocent little squirrel. Can we even begin to talk about the people who are dead because of the Democrats? You know, not just the people that made the papers who were murdered because of the Democrats, but the people who were hit by these storms in Florida and North Carolina because of the Democrats. The people after the storm passed through that didn't get their proper relief on time and died on the mountainside because of the Democrats. And he's over there gritting his teeth, talking about smacking people on the ass. This man is just a vulture who can't even talk straight. The guy is a frickin' animal. One can't even put legible words together, and the other one takes legible or coherent words and just puts them out there in a circular motion, thus creating the word salads that she is known for. She is an incompetent, word salad tossing, cackling clown, a DEI hire for vice president, a DEI candidate for president, and failed border czar. And this is what we're up against, okay? This is what we're up against. So, needless to say, making America great again is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean going into the projects, putting black people in chains, and forcing them to bale cotton in the 2020s. And whoever told you that is lying to you. Obviously lying to you. Let me ask you, what grown black man would let somebody to just put them in chains and say, here, start baling cotton? You know, when and how is this happening in 2024? Oh, Donald Trump's president now. Put these chains on and bale cotton. Does this make any sense? Do you really believe people are that deranged that society would turn into that? But I'll tell you what did happen. Joe Biden's running for president. Put this mask on, go in your basement and shut up. That happened. So if anybody's going to rule over people's freedoms and take people's freedoms away from them, it's the Democrats. It's been proven to be the Democrats, not the Republicans. Oh my goodness. They got shit so ass backwards, it's unbelievable. They got big, brutish men with blue wigs and bikini tops barging in on women's locker rooms. They got innocent 12-year-old girls being defiled, deleted, and discarded. They're busting into people's homes as if they're members of a drug cartel to confiscate and kill a squirrel. This is your Democratic Party. You got crime running rampant all throughout the city. And spiteful bitches like Ewan Chu that are okay with it. Shame on Chu. You have sicko senators waving their hand in the air, waving their fist in the air, talking about the whirlwinds coming to Clarence Thomas and Brett Kavanaugh, to the point where armed guards had to stand in front of Kavanaugh's house and chase armed would-be assassins off of his block. While the other senator of New York, her silence is approval. It's like the rubber stamp. So, running for president and vice president, of course, is Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Kirsten Gillibrand is up for re-election. She's not needed or wanted anymore. Not that she ever was. We have a good patriotic American by the name of Mike Sapriacone running against her. This man was boots on the ground. This man was a hardcore New York City police officer who moved on to run a successful security business. And he's running for senator of New York. Please give him support. I know you haven't seen much of him on air pleading his case against Senator Gillibrand, but it would still be an improvement to get him in there and get her out of there. Somebody who's been very vocal against the candidate and the congresswoman that she's running against, someone who's been very vocal against AOC, is Tina Forte. And Tina Forte would serve better for the 14th District of New York as Congresswoman. Here in my area, we have an incumbent Congresswoman that is doing a fine job. Make sure you cast your vote if you live in my area to re-elect Nicole Malliotakis. You don't want some radical Max Rose type, fanatical, shaved head sicko that wants to defund the police slipping in there after we worked so hard to get a Republican back in her seat in Congress. And we're very pleased with her. We want to keep her in there for a while until she seeks higher office. Speaking of higher office, State Senator Ewan Chu, who I mentioned earlier. She's a spiteful bitch that hates New York. We got to get her the hell out of there. We have another member of law enforcement who Chu is trying to slander as some sort of slumlord, whose tenants stepped up and said, no, he was a very nice landlord. The math isn't mathing. How would this person, put his life at risk every day as a police officer for people he doesn't know and then be a slumlord towards his tenants? The math isn't mathing. Ewan Chu is a liar. Ewan Chu is a spiteful bitch. And if she could lie to you about her political opponent, what makes you think she's not lying to you about what she can do for you as state senator? So get Steve Chan in there. Steve Chan will shut down this criminal camp that's masquerading as a homeless shelter. We also have a pro-terrorist congressman by the name of Jerry Nadler. I believe he's running in the 12th district. He's running in the 12th district of New York. And we gotta literally chisel this, not literally, figuratively chisel this guy out of his seat in Congress because he's been cemented in that seat for so long. He's gotten so comfortable in that seat. He went after Donald Trump for no reason, or at least no good reason. Meanwhile, he supports terrorists. He supports Hamas. The man running against him, Mike Zumbluskas, he shall or should get him out of office. We should be, if you live in Jerry Nadler's district and you understand that terrorists will eventually throw Molotov cocktails through your window if they feel like you're supporting Israel, and these are American homegrown domestic terrorists that Jerry Nadler supports and will condone and applaud while they're destroying your homes. If you don't want that to happen, you would elect Mike Zumbluskas, I assure you. And we don't want somebody like Kamala Harris who believes this, who doesn't believe what she can't possibly believe what she's saying because it's so outlandish and out there. She's trying to make you believe that this country will turn into some sort of dictatorship and that Donald Trump is Hitler-like. They're trying to paint the picture of Donald Trump as Adolf Hitler, the slave owner. And that's what they're trying to paint the picture. And nothing could be further from the truth. Okay? And I believe that if you are in any one of these groups, there should only be one group called Americans, in my opinion. If you are American, you support America, you want America to grow, you want America to become greater than it is now, because it's certainly not all that great now under the Biden-Harris administration. And that should really be the one category. But, if you want to split things up into different categories and marginalized groups, if you want any one of these, quote, marginalized, unquote, groups, you would vote for Donald Trump. That's right. There's more working for rather than against black voters, Hispanic voters, female voters, voters who build communities around sex or sexuality. They have more to benefit voting for Donald Trump than what's at jeopardy. You're jeopardizing more voting for Kamala Harris. And I think I have everything covered. Outside of New York State, you have other important elections. You have Green, who should get an easy win as senator in the state of Michigan. Another senatorial race going on in Arizona. Carrie Lake should easily win that. Ted Cruz, the numbers say that he may win barely by the skin of his teeth. I think that'll be, the margin will be a lot wider than Ted Cruz proponents fear. It'll be a much wider, but I still suggest everybody who wants that candidate to win to go out and vote, especially if you're voting for Republican or conservative candidates. And also down in Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's doing a fine job as Congresswoman there. I love the way she grilled Anthony Fauci. It was kind of like a double team. Nicole Malliotakis and Marjorie Taylor Greene did a double team on him, and he could not answer their questions. He could not give solid answers to anything having to do with gain of function research or the torture of animals. So you see what I'm saying? They kill off raccoons and squirrels. They do sick and twisted lab experiments on beagles. Democrats are against warm, furry, cuddly animals. The Democrats are a demonic species, I'm telling you. They are a ruthless gang. They're like Tren de Agua, a ruthless gang just out to destroy. They are out to destroy. Let's not let them destroy. Let's get our guys in there. This way we don't have to watch our back worrying that some creepy old man is going to smack us on our asses. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch your ass. Stay strong and keep kicking that slang. This your boy, the hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Be good.